is interesting, definitely. It's kind of creepy, definitely really creepy, and but really whimsical at the same time, fantastical. It kind of leaves you with like a weird, haunting, but also comforted feeling, I guess. Like something about it is really familiar and kind of speaks to you. Like it's like that dark part of your mind that you don't really necessarily get a chance to visit.
His work is an extension of who he is as a person. When you walk into this space, it is like walking into an installation. You know exactly what he's attracted to, what inspires him, what he likes. His studio really represents what he does with his work, which is really awesome. And I think this environment is very fitting, and he's created this environment. He's created this whole kind of world for himself.
You see a lot of eyes in religious pieces in Paul's artwork, and a lot of them are missing an eye, or they're missing an iris in a pupil, which is kind of interesting. Kind of makes you wonder if that's like a deep, dark, rooted fear of being, watched or repressed somehow. Who knows what they're seeing with those eyeballs?
The first thing that I ever saw him do were the matchboxes, and I learned that he is doing them with watercolor, and that was really amazing for me to think of how detailed and how much he paid attention to the scale and the proportion, and it looks like a full painting, but then you realize it's on a matchbox. It's pretty insane, and especially using watercolor. I mean, I've done watercolor myself, and it's a totally different process for me, so I thought he was using watercolor in a very unique way on very unique materials.
The most awesomely creepy thing about his work is that it's all like history, it's all got this little, like each little piece has some sort of haunting memory attached to it. It's the way you feel about it.
There's a purpose on everything that he adds, and on his sculptural work, it's more, he definitely has a jumping point, but then he creates all these other ideas that are like kind of multifaceted from this one idea, and he's like, oh, this person actually would do this. He creates these characters and adds elements to the sculpture that really make sense, that are fitting for the story that he's trying to convey. I think that it can be really misinterpreted by certain people, and that people don't understand it, but I guess that's what comes with kind of being a genius, that you're not always going to be understood. And I'm still trying to figure him out.